I'm Louie. For the past 3 years, I've been living nomadically and by my own rules. First, I started off in this van. Then I built out this van. And now I'm starting a new adventure in this Jeep. Follow along as I build out a new vehicle, learn how to off-road, and take you along for all of my adventures. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you to all of my patrons, and an extra special thank you to the following supporters. Oh, it's gonna be a nice day. Woo! Hi, William. Yo, William. Even if it hurts. Even if it hurts. Good morning, Sir William. Are you wondering what's up? Soon this won't be full of a bunch of stuff. And it will have a platform and cabinets and a pull-out kitchen here. And I want to get one of these pieces that you can get for a Jeep where it folds out like this and you have a little cooking area. So we'll have our little breakfast area over here. It's gonna be awesome. But for now, we're living out the back of this, and I've been sleeping in a tent as well as sometimes in my mom's van in her bed. But I can say it is quite cramped when we try to sleep in her bed because it's not even, it's like maybe a little bigger than a twin-size bed. So we're in there like sardines. Good thing we like each other. So yeah, this is a quite different setup, but it has been 3 nights on the road so far, and 2 of the nights I slept in my tent, and then last night I slept in my mom's bed. And yeah, very lucky to have my mom around because she was just so willing to just let me sleep in her bed and like use her stuff and use her composting toilet, use everything. Like, I'm such a lucky gal. So things have been great. It's been pretty smooth sailing across. We're in Oklahoma now, and we are gonna cross the border into Texas today, and then we're gonna go up to Mesa Verde tomorrow. Is that right? No. Then we're gonna go to like Taos, New Mexico area, and then we'll go up to Mesa Verde, cross the Grand Canyon, and then up, hopefully making it back in town within like a couple days so that I can get this registered in the legal amount of time. And we have a lot of business to take care of. So yeah, things are going well. It's kind of a fun whirlwind of adventure. We never drive this many hours in a row. Like the most we ever drive is maybe 3 hours at a time. So it really, this is like, feels like a very different style of travel. It's very fast and it's like harder to like acclimate to things because you're going from like one biome in one climate immediately to a new one all of a sudden, and it's strange. It's definitely strange, and it's just amazing to like when you drive this quickly across country, like you really do feel like it's huge because it takes so many hours to get across and there's so many different things to see. Basically what our schedule has been is in the morning we do work and get stuff done, take care of ourselves and the dogs, and then late afternoon then we drive. Then we ride into the sunset. Very literally. Yesterday there was a beautiful sunset. Sunsets out in the southwest, they're different than out in the east coast or in the south for sure. So I do feel like I'm becoming more of myself as we get closer to the west. And that's not to say that like I can't be myself in other places, but when you're traveling to places that are really different to you and push you out of your comfort zone, it's hard to like be completely yourself because you're just struggling, because you're just trying so hard to like be okay and adapt and like be just kind of like live instead of like trying to be more. It's hard to explain, but I just feel like more and more like myself as I get closer to home, which I don't think is that unusual. I think lots of people feel that way when they get closer to home or they go home. So we're going to, take care of some chores. I'll show you this place we're at. We weren't able to get a campsite because they were all taken, so we just kind of stayed out in the van, but it's quiet. It's very quiet here. Welcome to Louie's water fill-up station. Today we were going to be filling a 30-gallon tank with this food-safe white hose that someone in the comments recommended, and it is awesome because it makes the water taste delicious. We're also going to take this water filter from West Marine and filter the water as well. Come on. There. That's some good old drinking water. It's not often you find one of these in the park, but you know what? We're in the wild, wild west now. Good thing your gal is parched because there is an endless flow of water coming to us. My hair is so wild right now. Time to fill her up. Let's get this. Wow, I'm the real queen because I'm using my shirt to get the dirt off. Oh god damn it. Oh, I'm struggling.
No, it leaks a little bit when you
Kiss me. It's not in the mouth. Kiss me, girl. Kiss me. Like, I only kiss in the mouth. Right, it's filled. Wow. Yes. I got some water on the ground, so I'm gonna have to clean that up, but yes. It's done. Oh. I also put shower bag. Ooh, there's so many of these little natty things here. On top, black Jeep with black bag that will hopefully warm it up at least a little bit. All right, we're about to get on the road, but before we do so, I need to take a little rinse off. So I'm stinky, so I'm just gonna take a rinse in my bathing suit outside. Let's go. All right, new bathing suit. First time using the new bathing suit, and it's to shower. My hair really needs to be rinsed out though. It's like, it's not breezy out. This actually feels so good. Wild hair. Don't care. I love my new bikini and everything. Good times. And while you just sit over here and you're like working, you're just like super underwhelmed. And I'm all over here taking a whole ass shower. It doesn't get more nature lady than this. Alright, about to head out from this beautiful spot. Super chill. No problems, just chilling out here. William is so happy right now. Took him on a little mini walk before we left. You just love this scarf. Alright, water's filled, good night's sleep, work done, showers taken, time to head on the road. We were about to drive 3 hours and 30 something minutes to another campsite, and we're just making our way through, making our way back. You ready, William? William is very grateful to have AC, as am I, especially as the weather is warming up and we're going to be driving in more warm climates, so definitely helpful. Really windy out here, but my temperature gauge came on, so we're sat here on the side of the road for a second just checking out what's happening with the engine, and we figured it out. We figured it out, and it's because the people filled it up too far. You have to let room for their pressure to build up in here, but instead they filled it up all the way.
the max thing is like
It's like halfway. So yeah, now it's just figuring out what to do about that. We could get some sort of syringe thing. We could even just get a syringe thing at the store
They
somewhere.
have to buy it. Just go to check. I would call Jiffy Lube.
Yeah,
and
but
say,
would they even? But I'm not in their system yet.
So your name
Yeah.
is.
True.
Just add the car.
That's true.
I would just call them when we stop to get food. Let's just call them and say, hey, this is my situation. Can you help us?
Yeah, it's
And
really
if
windy
not-
out.
And if not, we'll just go to Target or Walmart or somewhere or
Get
Home
it some
Depot
sort
and
of
get-
like turkey syringe thing.
We need to get a tube and you can use your vacuum and pull that shit out.
No, I just want to get a syringe thing, like one of those turkey baster things.
Oh, okay.
So it was super windy out there. So the first little hiccup in our drive, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna stop in Amarillo and get some Thai food or something and figure it out. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. It's just confusing. Welcome to Adventures with Louie. So hopefully it's not so hot. Gotta. Oh my god, it's so much too. Oh. Ah.
The dominant form of the past, but in fact, we're the blip almost.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So the kind of housing that we live in today is really a...
Made it to the campsite for the night. San Juan Park. Or San John. I think it's San Juan, but my mom thinks it's San John. There we are. Gonna set up the tent right here. Good morning, all. You ready to get out, William? Okay, hold on. I have to record this first. Our viewers need to know what's happening. Good morning, guys. So we slept. We slept in my tent last night, and it was a lovely night of sleep. And yeah, we used the cushions from my van. We're gonna just repurpose these, and I'll probably sew them together with a big needle and some thick thread, and to the size of what I want in my Jeep. But for now, we're sleeping in my tent because I have too much stuff in my Jeep right now. And yeah, William, do you like sleeping in the tent? He's like, I don't care, as long as I get to sleep with you. Yeah, as long as you're right next to me. So yeah. Oh, and because we're moving through the time zones again, I've been waking up really early. It's like 7:30 right now. I guess for some people that's not very early, but for me that's very early. So we're getting up now. It's a beautiful sunny day outside. I own a Jeep. Tent put away for the day. Got my system all down. And yes, we're walking to mail stickers to my patrons. Yay! And look how empty it is here. So empty. And look at this little post office. It's so cute. It's just a tiny little place.
It would be kind of nice to live in a quiet little town like this.
So quiet. This is the old Route 66. When all of the travelers are back. We're headed out. Village of San Juan, or San John, where the best begins. That's so cute. Driving, and oh, it's really beautiful out here. We're in New Mexico, on the border of New Mexico and Colorado almost, and we got to a campsite and then the road was closed to get to the campsite, and it's one of those moments where you're just like, why do I do this to myself? And we were like all excited because the sun was still out, or is still out, and we're like, yes, we're gonna get there, be able to like set up, be outside before the sun goes down, and it was closed. It's one of those moments where I just want to cry because it's just like I'm so tired. I have my period, my stomach hurts. Been driving for so long. I'm still dealing with this coolant problem, and it's just like one of those moments where you just want to like give up, but you can't. You can't give up, like, yeah. And then just like not having my space, and just like not having my space all put together is definitely taking a toll. Like I knew I would get to a point where I was like, okay, I'm ready for my own space. Like it's hard not to have your things set up and like access to your things be like really easy. So I'm having a hard time, guys. I'm having a hard time. It's freaking beautiful though. Yeah. I just want to scream. But you can't do that in road life. You have to keep going, and you have to obviously acknowledge that things suck sometimes, but we found another spot and we're going there, and it'll get us an hour closer to Mesa Verde, where we want to go to tomorrow, which is Saturday, which is my mom's day off from work, one of my mom's days off from work. So it's a good time for us to go there. So it does work out in the end. It's just hard when you're tired, that's all. And driving is no joke for 5 hours straight, so I guess I'm gonna enjoy the sunset now and keep driving. No.
Immediate relief right away to the nation's families and businesses. The infrastructure plan is an investment for the next 5 to 8 years, and this budget proposal it really fills in the remaining gaps. What really stood out to me is the biggest department that would see the biggest increases is education.
Delicious patty melt. So I think they do American stuff too, though.
Hi guys.
Wonton soup.
Huh?
Sorry.
Oh, what? Hi guys. So we finally found a spot last night. It's technically a Colorado driving. What does DOT stand for?
Colorado Department
Of Transportation spot for trucks in front of this restaurant, which I'll show you. And yeah, this is our sardine
situation
accommodation.
going on.
It's a little.
The dogs are under the blanket.
The dogs slept in their beds on the floor with blankets on them, but now they're up here. They're cuddling with us, but we're in the cutest little mountain town.
Joni restaurant. Yeah, man.
Look at this little restaurant. Look at the font. Specifically look at the font.
Should we go in there and buy coffee or something?
That's cool. I don't see why we couldn't.
What's the name of it? Restaurant.
Where are we? We're in like Pagosa Springs. It's oh my god. They were both standing there staring. This rejuvenates your soul.
Ladies, slow down.
Wow. Look at that. Yeah. It's so pretty. What a cute little town. So chill. Didn't think I would be pulling out my winter stuff on this trip, but it's chilly. Super chilly. It's crazy how you can be in the desert one day and the mountains the next. Welcome to the US. I was just thinking about how I would love to be in a hot spring yesterday, and here we are. Let's see if it's hot. Ooh, that's nice. Look at that. Geothermal green. So cool. Well, that's cool. How awesome is that? got that humpback chub and the razorback sucker, bony tail chub, Colorado pink pike minnow, and then a bunch of trout that you can catch. It's 9:40 already and we woke up at 7:30. I can't believe we made it all the way to Colorado.
I know. It's been a long trek though.
Yeah, and we're only halfway there, so
We've driven like 1,500 miles.
we got about 1,000 plus miles to go.
Yeah, I think like 1,300, 12,
1,300.
1,100.
1,100,
Yeah.
but we're making stops in the Grand Canyon and stuff, so it will probably be more than that, but woo! Man, I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a break. I'm loving the travel. I'm loving seeing these beautiful places, but yeah, it gets exhausting after a while. We're ready to get back, take a break, see Alex,
Yes.
get stuff done,
Get our shots.
get our shots, and then head out to the next adventure.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Woohoo! All right, so we're gonna forego the hot spring because we just don't feel like getting cold right now. Taking off our clothes, be in a bathing suit in the cold right now. So we're gonna head to Mesa Verde, check it out, see what's up over there, and then yeah, see how the day goes.
All I know is that national park better impress.
What national park doesn't? So this is a cute little town, Pagosa Springs. Recommended. I'm gonna remember this place for when I want to go and soak in a hot spring and stay at a fancy hotel, because there's some cute little hotel spa resort things that you can stay in that look really low key in like the best way. I'm about it. I'm about it. Colorado's pretty cool. Colorado has never failed me though,
Colorado.
because I'm a nature girl.
Yeah.
One time in college, my friend and I were doing a little lab in our biology class, and you had to like go around the campus and like identify trees and do all this stuff. And we were doing it as like a class group. And this girl came up to us like, "You guys are nature girls, aren't you?" And we were like, "What is that supposed to mean?"
Are you trying to like?
Is that a diss?
Are you trying
Like,
to insult us?
is that an insult? Like, what does that mean? Like,
That's funny.
she's like, "You guys are nature girls." I was like, "Yeah," and it was weird. What are you? Not a nature girl? I don't know. When you're taking the ecology nature class, okay, bye.
That's funny.
Yeah, an unleaked story time.
Going on.
All right, after my minor breakdown of frustration, the saga of the coolant, the radiator fluid, continues. I know people will be like, "Why'd you take it to Jiffy Lube?" Don't trust people at Jiffy Lube, but I'm like, I really like Jiffy Lube. That's just my opinion. But we tried to go up a really steep hill, and it was like doing the thing again, and there were air bubbles in the receptacle, the like extra overflow receptacle. I don't know if that'll make sense to everybody, but it's this like receptacle that comes off when comes off of your radiator, and all of the excess like fluid comes there when it like heats up and expands and through the radiator and stuff. And I think that's where it probably cools there too a little bit. Anyways, we stop the Jeep, we look at it, and it's like bubbling really, really bad and overflowing still after we had already taken out some of the fluid. So we're like, okay, well, we really need to go and take this to Jiffy Lube and have them just redo everything, because I was thinking like, this is really sus. They filled it up all the way to the very top, or they filled it up so much that like when it was overheating, it was spatting out even after we took some stuff out. So I was like, we were just like, we need to take it in. So I took it to the Jiffy Lube, had it inspected. I said, nothing's wrong, there's no leaks. The temperature thermostat was good because it was flowing through everything. The water pump was good. He said there was literally nothing wrong with it, and I explained everything to him, and they flushed everything to make sure that the ratio of, antifreeze or coolant was correct. I think they put coolant in it. So with coolant, it has to be a 50-50 ratio. And with antifreeze, it has to be a 70% water, 30% antifreeze. I might be flipped. I don't remember. But it has to be correct, or else it could really, yeah, mess up how your engine runs and cools off and, you know, protects itself from overheating. So, long story short, we got all that done. $200 later. Yeah, but at least that's done. And it's kind of acting better, I'd say.
It's
but
acting better.
our theory is that
I think it's a gauge. Sensor.
I think it's a sensor now. Like, that was a problem that needed to be taken care of because it was bubbling. Or no, yeah, it was bubbling, and he said the mechanic that was changing out the radiator fluid told me that there were bubbles in the radiator and that he got them out and like it should be good now.
Which it is.
Which means whoever did the radiator flush the first time did it wrong.
Or maybe they didn't flush it and they just added stuff.
Added stuff in it and they didn't. You know, who knows what they did?
Yeah.
The fact that they filled it up
all the way.
Past the max, like, that it should have been, really tells me that they didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
So.
And it may not even be a gauge. We just have to see.
I need to test drive it some more. So, that's a saga. I'm definitely disappointed that I even had to do that, but it's fine.
That's life.
That's life. It's a little blip, and we'll figure it out. And like, worst case scenario, it's driving fine. It's not, even when it's saying it's overheating, we stop on the road and it's not overheating. Like, it's not steaming, nothing like that. We feel we can even I can put my hand literally on the engine plastic part that goes on top of it, and it's warm. It's like lukewarm.
It's like the normal warmth that you would expect for an engine.
For an engine that was even idling, you know? Like, it's not hot to a point where it's like, oh my God, William.
And look at Lady.
Oh, that's
Just
Lady.
enjoying the sun.
Break from my rant.
For little doggy.
For little doggy fun. So I don't know what's going on, but we're letting everything cool and reset, hopefully. She has a theory if we let the system just reset and like get back to its like just like zero, or not zero, whatever the room temperature is for cooling.
Yeah, it just needs to like settle. Because even when you went to the Jiffy Lube, the engine was still warm.
Very hot, yeah.
Now it's acting, after driving it here, after having it changed.
And it was fine. And it was, there was no bubbles when we opened it up. Because last time when I was driving just on a straight road, like right after we had taken out, like, I want to say 3 soda cans of the antifreeze mix that I don't even think was the right ratio out. It was like at 258 degrees Fahrenheit, and then which is not acceptable. Like, that's so bad for your engine, and at least in the Jeep it's not good. And it should be around like 220 at the highest, is like 219 is like where it should be sitting in the middle. And when I was driving into the park, we're in Mesa Verde now, it was at 208 or something. It was like super cool. So I don't know, man.
But we have a plan. We got a plan.
We got a plan.
It's gonna be fun.
This is just the story of life. Yeah, and I think the thing that's worrying me the most is, like, I just want to be preventative. Like, I don't want to blow a head gasket. I don't want the engine to be ruined forever. Thankfully, I have a warranty, so for anything like this, like, I'm pretty sure it's covered in the warranty, which I need to definitely double check. But
I don't think anything's gonna happen though. You caught it, you know what I mean? You got it flushed and refilled with the correct ratio. And
then part of me is like, maybe the sensor is all off now because it was maxed out, and it probably threw the sensor off.
I think you should get on the highway.
That person, whoever did that, I'm probably gonna contact the dealership and be like, you need to make sure you don't do this again.
Yeah. I think.
But is it even my job to do that?
You should just get on the highway, treat it normally, and then if the gauge goes up,
we'll pull over,
stop,
see if it's overheating,
see what the radiator's doing, and if it's normal, it's the gauge. There could be nothing else.
Yeah, because the engine, everything's working fine.
Yes.
I'm so confused right now.
Yeah. So now we're gonna go for a drive in the park.
Yeah, so
We just had a delicious lunch.
We had a very delicious lunch that I did not record because I was in a bad mood.
But it's
That's the honest truth.
Don't you feel better now too though? Because now you ate.
Yeah, I ate some healthy. We had parsley salad, which is tabbouleh.
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 I think that's
Without
tabbouleh.
the grain in it.
Yeah,
but
we
we
didn't
just
have
like
the
making
bulgur in it.
parsley salads now. So
Yeah.
good.
Mm.
And some falafel that is made out of chickpeas and pancake mixture. Because we didn't have flour. And a little salt. And then you use, we got some dairy-free, like Kate Hill,
Almond
plain
yogurt.
milk, yogurt. And then you put a little lemon and dill and salt. And it's delicious. It's so simple.
And a little garlic powder.
A little garlic powder.
That was good.
So we're both feeling a lot better.
And we hadn't eaten
yeah,
very well yesterday, so
because yeah, we were,
driving.
as you saw in the video, we were
driving in a
we
lot.
were struggling.
Plus, we just drove like a gazillion hours yesterday.
Yeah, it's been rough.
Yeah, it's not easy traveling fast.
Road life is never easy though.
We're used to slow traveling.
Yeah, we're
And
used
slow
to like.
traveling. Slow traveling is
Oh, I'm all
traveling
picking
is
my
a
nose.
lot.
My nose is running.
Slow traveling is a lot easier on the body and the mind.
Yeah, it's our preference, but thanks to you for
I will always
being
be here
okay
for
with
you.
driving all the way back to California.
Of course.
I mean, it was a.
We
it
needed
was.
to do it anyway.
It was like.
It was inevitable.
It was
for us to go back
inevitable to
west.
come back, despite the Jeep because of the numbers. But
The numbers.
and
we
need our
we
vaccine.
need our vaccine.
I want my vaccine now. Stick it in me. I'm gonna watch them put it in me and be like, do it.
Ew, I'm not.
I really am. I'm not
I'm gonna be
kidding.
like-
Like,
I'm
I'll be
gonna
like,
be
this
like,
is my
do it.
freedom right here.
I'm
You're like, "Ugh,
gonna be crying.
give me a lollipop to distract me, please.
That's gonna be me.
Give me a shiny sticker so I can.
I want to vaccinated. Like you can get voted. I voted stickers. I want to. I'm vaccinated.
Everybody's
sticker.
posting their stuff on social media now.
Oh, we need to do those. We need to print out some I'm vaccinated stickers.
I roll. Anyways, yeah, so that's our long story of what's been happening.
But you know what? We're in a beautiful national park and we're going to go for a drive.
Yes.
And we're going to enjoy ourselves.
So I think the vlog has definitely gotten too long. So we'll see you in the next video of us exploring Mesa Verde and going to the Grand Canyon. You got to leave something for the next vlog, right? So hopefully things are better by then. And I think the key to road travel is to stay as positive as you can, and like, I mean, obviously allow yourself to feel your feelings when things are like going down, but then, you know,
Patience.
you have to have patience. That's for sure. If I could give any word of advice for road travel
And traveling with somebody.
or just travel in general.
Traveling with somebody is helpful.
Yes, definitely. I'm gonna do this without my mom.
I was gonna say about you. It would be such a struggle doing it without you. It'd
know.
Be so different. Like
It would
being
just be
single.
like, what do we do? It would just be me calling you all the time. Like, hey, mom,
I give
what do I do?
props for real to the single, like solo travelers.
Mhm, you guys are really
Yeah,
doing it, and
For
we've done
real.
solo travel before, so we know.
have,
But people who do it like long
on the
term,
regular, yeah, like,
like-
full time on the regular. It's harder.
Dang.
It's more challenging doing it by yourself.
I'm really impressed.
So,
Anyways, we're gonna go explore this park, and we'll see you in the next video exploring this park. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching.
bye.
Mwah.